I'm so excited about it. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Gemma and I own this wonderful business, Handmade Jems. Today I wanted to just film. It's Tuesday currently and I have been feeling, in all honesty, really deflated in business recently. It has been very quiet, sales are slow, and a lot of things have just gotten to me because I know that I'm not the only one feeling this way in business and with small businesses. So I just wanted to come along and hopefully make a relatable vlog for you guys. I have a few tasks I need to do today, gotta clean the studio, etc. But I just hope that it helps. As you may or may not know, I make a lot of hair accessories and self-care items. In 2019 I started this business and I started purely from making a scrunchie for a friend, and then it soon began to grow into the business it is today. Obviously scrunchies were and still are trendy, but like every trend, they have to die down a little bit. Unfortunately, I think we've gotten to the stage where I've ridden the wave for long enough, but scrunchies have finally hit that plateau and it's very slow. Along with that, people are just not spending. The economy is increasing and changing all the time, and it's just a big impact on everybody's lives. So I wanted to come on and just have a little chat and just share my views on, you know, what's happening, what I'm doing to change, you know, how I get out of this moping sort of attitude. And I really hope it helps some of you guys, because I do know that obviously there is lots of people who follow me that have small businesses. So I want to make sure that, you know, I'm being relatable, because business is not always up. There is a lot of downs, and you have to work from them and you have to learn from them. So that is, yeah, simply what I'm sharing with you guys today. So yesterday I joined an Instagram live, and it was basically this business branding coach called Socially M. Well, it's under Max Marketing now, but if you're a business you might have recognized her name or might know of her. She's a lovely person and she is really helpful in terms of she does courses and everything to help with small businesses. So I joined her live because they were doing free Instagram and website audits, and I was like, sweet, I'll learn something. Was having my notes down and like writing all notes on like all different audits that they were doing. And then it got to the time where they were picking someone else and they picked me to be able to do an audit on. So I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, like this is what I need. Because at the time I was feeling so sorry for myself. I was moping around. I was like, there's been no sales, like have not had a website sale since March, and it's currently almost second week of June, third week of June. So it's a big gap. Obviously I don't do this full time. I work a couple of other jobs and I study, etc. But still, it takes a toll on you when you put all of your effort and all of your passions into something and it doesn't work out. So that's not what I wanted to do. But at the end of last week I did go through a stage where I was like, why am I even doing this? You know, is this even worth it anymore? So I saw this as kind of a sign, and in all honesty, she was brutally honest. It was quite a brutal audit, but it was what I needed, because it's not until someone points out, hey, I actually don't know what you're selling, or, you know, where's your website, or this is too much, this is too full on for the customer, then you change. Everybody thinks that their website and their Instagram is perfect because you're proud of it. You've done so much work on it, but it's not until you have someone else's perspective and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I'll change that. Oh yeah, that's good too. So I was really grateful. It gave me a lot of ideas, and I've since changed my link tree. So I'll pop a few photos on here or videos if I've still got them. But I changed my link tree from having like 10 plus links to literally probably like 4 max now. So it's a lot clearer to work around. The other thing is my website itself. I am wanting to change that up a fair bit in the next couple of months. So I'm not going to do it at once. I'm going to do it over like period of time. So the first couple of things are going to be, some products are going to go, not popular products, but products I know that people are going to be disappointed that they're going. But unfortunately that's business. I have to make these decisions, and this is just one of them that I've decided I need to just, you know, start a new venture for. So getting rid of a couple of products, but I'm also bringing in some really exciting products. So I'm so excited for the next few months. I've been working really hard, purchased a new machine, which I'll show you in a second. So it's a lot happening. But yeah, the website itself needs to be worked on so much. I'm trying to really be more consistent on Instagram, in the reels, in the caption writing, like better my captions and make them more captivating. Hashtags, you know, getting that SEO, getting that audience, even my Instagram bio, change that with the help of one of my business friends, Annalise. If she's watching this, thank you so much. But change that, and it's really already shown a big growth. There's been more presence on my page than ever. There's been more followers come through, people that are actually in my niche, and it's so crazy how much just a simple bio change can help. In all, I'm excited, and I was feeling really crappy at the end of last week, so I'm got a new lease of life. The audit came at such a perfect time. It was, yeah, I saw it as a sign to be like, okay, I can do this. Like, I just need to change a couple of things and it will be okay. Even though I haven't had a website order in a couple of months, I still have had continuous wholesale orders, which has been really lovely. I've still had the shops that I'm in, so my collective stores, so like Warrandyte, Chermside Park, all those sort of shopping centre ones, as well as my stockists, the commission stores, all sorts of things. So I'm still actively making and selling and sewing, but just nowhere near to the extent I was a couple of years ago, which is okay. I think people forget that money is really hard at the moment, and people only want to spend on the necessities. And unfortunately, this time of year being June, it's not really a necessity to buy presents, to buy things for yourself, as much as we want them to be. But yeah, it's not Christmas time basically. So that's what I want to work on. And I wanted to share a few things with you guys, but I want to clean the studio a little bit. It's not too messy, but it needs a little clean. I also want to show you the new makeup wipes. So we've got a few new patterns and designs. Do a little spotlight haul, show the new machine, and yeah, chat about a few things. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll get cleaning. Future Jemma here. I have been editing this and have realized that my time lapses just were not in focus one bit, so very big apologies for this, but hope you still enjoyed the video. Just ignore the fact that the time lapses aren't in focus. I promise I will fix it next time. Cleaned up the studio. I think it looks so much better, but it's a little bit of a difference. Like, there's a floor now. Yeah, for the most part it's clean, but when I cleaned it, I actually put a tape measure here and like stuck it, and I think that's really going to be quite beneficial for me, because at the moment what I'm using is my quilting ruler, and then this mat. But they're both in inches, which I normally measure in inches and do everything in inches, but some things do need to be in centimeters, and I think that's the problem I'm having, is there is actually no centimeters on here. So I think that's really going to help just when I'm cutting fabric or like measuring and, you know, needing to make things a certain measurement in centimeters. I think that's really going to help having this stuck on here. But yeah, little spotlight haul for you. So I've unraveled heaps, but I got some white satin, so we love a good white satin. Just really needed to stock up on all these ones. And then I got some black satin, ditzy blue fabric. I then got a champagne satin, more of this one, which I love the color and the feel of this one. It's like a nice crinkle. I then got some more of our lime green. I got some of this gorgeous like ice blue color. So let's hold it up against the white. That's the white and that's the blue. See how you can tell the difference? And then I also went through the remnants bin, and it's already been folded up, but I got this rayon fabric and it is so pretty. So I'm going to use that in my lucky dips and just like mystery boxes and stuff. So I always suggest go through the remnants bin. So it's basically just like cut-offs of fabric, or I don't know, something tiny that's wrong with it, and it is normally so much cheaper. And for scrunchies and like small things, remnants is all you need. Like, you don't need meters and meters and meters of fabric. I also made a purchase of one other big thing, and I'm so excited about it. So at the start of the year, or end of last year, I can't remember now, I purchased this Singer Heavy Duty, and this is a completely computerized machine. It is really nice. I think it does about 1,000 stitches per minute, but yeah, it's beautiful. It's got so many different stitch things, got lots of different guides. Really happy with that one, and it is heavy duty, which means that I do tend to do most of my sewing on this one now, just because it's a little bit faster, and the needle is obviously more heavy duty, so it can get through like the thicker fabrics if I do need to. And then this is obviously one of my original ones. This is my first machine I bought myself. This is the second machine I've ever had. So this is my brother FS80X. The 80 basically stands for the amount of stitches it does, and it's not as computerized as you can tell, so there's a few different things that aren't, but for the most part it is, and it's also a wonderful machine. It's basically the brother version of the Singer Heavy Duty, so this is like their heavy duty version. I still prefer this one because it is a bit more heavy duty than this, but this is still really good, and I use this, as you can tell with the clear, I use this for like your top stitching and just like the little stitches I need to do. So that is that. And then over here you might be thinking, Gemma, that's new. What is that? That is my brand new Brother Overlocker. So taking this part out, this is my overlocker, and I bought the 4-pack of like white thread for it, and this is the Brother Lock 2504D, and it is beautiful. It comes with tweezers. I don't know if you can see, but these tweezers, and it's got like thread guides. It's already needs a dust, but it's different color codes, and I think it looks beautiful. So I'm really happy with it. I have wanted an overlocker for a while, but I have never been able to justify it, and I've been working on a few different things behind the scenes, and I can finally justify it, so I'm very excited for it. The other part I love is this part comes out, and so you can do like arm sleeves or like loop things, and it's perfect. So I don't think that's a function on a lot of overlockers, so that's also really convenient. And I got this because it was half price at Spotlight. Someone has just turned their lawnmower on, so I'm really hoping you guys can't really hear that, but we're just going to talk over it and deal with it. But the other thing I picked up, which is out of its box now, I've got it in this little container, was a couple of like a packet of these clips. Now I have the pins with like the head, so I use them, like the sewing pins, but I wanted something just for making garments and everything with. I am wanting to try and make a few more garments for myself, make some more dresses and shirts, especially because I've got the overlocker now. So I picked up these clips, and they are just like these small purple ones, and they've got different measurements. So they've got like 1/4 of an inch and 1/2 an inch, so you know the seam allowance on it. Yes, this video is just a bit of a catch up. I think I've mentioned it before, but I can no longer get hold of this fabric. So if you're new, this was my original makeup wipe design. So it's got like a towelly material microfiber on the back and then rainbow polka dots on the front, and they are beautiful. They have been so popular. I've sold them in 3-packs and 5-packs. Market people love them to bits. I love them to bits, but sadly I can't get this fabric anymore. So obviously things happen for a reason, and instead I have done something a little different to what I've done in the past. So I've actually decided to pick up 4 different fabrics. So we've got like this blossom one, lilac daisy one, neutral rainbows, like this 70s swirl. What I'm actually deciding to do is I think I'm gonna put them in like jewel packs. So it's gonna be those 2 together, these 2 together, like as the neutral. Instead of having, you know, 3 or 5 of the same one, we're gonna have alternate. So I am also trying to decide. I think I'm just going to do 5-packs. 5-packs are just better value, and they tend to be the most popular ones anyway. So I think what I'm planning on doing is I do 3 of the swirl and then 2 of the daisies, and then possibly 3 of the rainbows and 2 of the blossom. But we're going to see how I go. I don't have these printed off yet, so I'm not going to attach them, but I'm still going to put the twine on and just make sure that they're all condensed together. So that's what I'm going to do now. Yeah, I'll check in after. Okay, so I finished the packs and I think they look beautiful. This is what they've turned out as. So we've got the 5-pack of like the 70s swirl vibe, and then it's got the daisies, and then we have the 5-pack of the neutral rainbows with the blossom. So I'm really happy with them, and then I just put tags on to make it look like this before I sell them or put them online or at market. So really excited about that. The other thing I wanted to chat about is just the whole economy issue at the moment. So obviously people are not spending because interest rates are going up, tax, like everything's going up, all prices are increasing, and the way of living is getting more challenging. The problem that causes on the economy is people aren't going to spend if they don't have the money to spend, or if they don't have the need to spend, if that makes sense. So it's with any business, it's with anything. Even the supermarkets are noticing a decrease in sales on some products, and it's purely because taxes, you know, fees, everything is going up, and so people can only afford to pay so much, and they've had to give up the leisure and the gifts and the not unnecessary buys, but the wants versus the needs and had to really weigh them up. And that's caused a problem, and it will continue to cause a problem if we keep in that sort of buying nature. So at the moment, Australia is kind of on that decline in the economy, which could obviously lead into a recession, which basically is like a shrinkage of, you know, everything. The goods and services will decrease, and yeah, the economy will be tight. So we obviously don't want to go into a recession, but it's looking possible for Australia at the moment. And I think that's what's scaring people off from buying, is even if they do have a little bit spare money, they want to save it because they don't want to go into that recession. They don't want to live off, you know, $100 a week. But in reality, because we're scared and because we're trying to save and minimize our spending, businesses are struggling. And so it's like a never-ending circle. And I think that's what we have to remember. Yes, we can't do anything about the economy, but we can alter buyers' habits, and we can remind people that it is okay to spend on yourself, and it is okay, and it actually helps to put money back into the economy and to put money back into the businesses. So I think it was kind of like a light bulb moment that hit me the other day. Was part of me was like, no, I can't change buyers' habits, I can't tell people to buy. But then a switch happened, and it was like, well, at the moment people are not wanting to buy because of a few different reasons. I can change things to see if I can improve those reasons though. And you know, starting from that, I did a survey the other day on Instagram, and it was just like polls on my stories. I'll pop it here, just a few of them. So I did like, you know, where are you from? Who are you shopping for? What value do you agree with the most? What product do you like the most from Handmade Jems? All those sort of things. And it really gave me a good insight of, you know, who is watching, who is my market, who is my target audience, who are my followers, and who are the people who are supporting me. And so it really helped me kind of knuckle down on what products I want to keep and, you know, want to probably discontinue soon. It really pointed out to me that I do have a fair few international followers, and a lot of them actually said that you came and followed me from YouTube. So thank you so much. If you're not following, Instagram is where the action happens. That is where I post a lot of the time. Obviously YouTube is only like 2 weeks, so please head over to Instagram. A lot of the things happen on there. But I couldn't believe it. There was people from Canada, from Jamaica, from New Zealand, from UK, like places I have never been before. I absolutely want to go, but just never made it. And I just, yeah, I found that so crazy. I was like, wow, like people know me and know my brand from the complete opposite side of the world. So I was very grateful. It definitely helped kind of boost my energy and boost how I feel in this business. So it's gonna take time to obviously change things, and you know, not everything's gonna happen for the best or the way you want it to be. Like as a consumer, I don't want to purchase from a business that spams you with emails all the time. But I also want to purchase from a business that is small, that is local, that I agree with the values, that I, you know, of products I want to support and need in my life. So it's really got me thinking, and the new products that I have coming, I am so excited. They are something completely different. They still align with the brand, and I cannot wait for them. So yeah, I'm not gonna give you any sneak peeks on here, but you can have a guess in the comments. I would love to see your guesses. In my previous video, if you haven't watched it, go head up and watch this after this one. Yeah, it's a fun little video. But I actually received my stamp. So this is the stamp I got. It's just like on a wooden block with a handle, and I've got an ink pad that I just got from Officeworks, and use it just with black ink. But this is the stamp, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of raised. So like the Handmade Jems, the actual logo is raised, and it looks so good on the bags. I did actually pick up these kind of carry bags if people want to, you know, purchase a fair few things or bigger items at markets. I thought these were perfect, and so I've stamped it. It turned out really good. And that's simply from that, and it's a nice cheap way to do it. That's really all I had for today. I just wanted to say, hey, I'm here for you. I really hope this video has been beneficial in the slightest, or really a lot beneficial for you. I really just wanted to put my point across that business is hard. It's it's hectic. There's a lot to remember. It's tiring. Your brain never stops. You're always thinking of new things, ways to change, ways to improve, and I really hope this has kind of given you a new lease of life, like it gave me. So I really hope I've helped, and my comments, DMs, emails, etc. are always open. I am always happy to have a chat, even if it's just, you know, chat to a fellow business owner, just an opinion that you need. I am so happy to help with that. So it's a community, it is not a competition, and that is what we've got to remember here. Even though it is a big saturated market, obviously, especially with scrunchies, it's all a community, and you've all got to learn your own way, all got to help each other, and that is the best thing about owning a small business. So in saying that, that is all I have for the vlog. I'm sorry for it being chatty, but I really hope it's been beneficial, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. In the meantime, stay gorgeous.